Today we're counting down some of the best Christmas movies of all time. From timeless classics to modern favorites, this list is packed with 20 of the top Christmas movies you won't want to miss.
20. It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. Filmed in 90-degree Fahrenheit heat, its snowy scenes used a new snow mixture made of fomite, soap, and water. A box of rejected short stories led to the movie's creation when director Frank Capra found the greatest gift. James Stewart's nervous stuttering during his proposal scene was entirely unscripted but left in. James Stewart improvised the tearful phone scene with Donna Reed, creating one of the movie's most memorable moments. 19. Home Alone, 1990. The filthy animal gangster movie was entirely made up for the film. Daniel Stern allowed a real tarantula to crawl on his face, but mimed his scream to avoid scaring it. Joe Pesci avoided swearing by muttering nonsense, creating his character's comedic frustration. Macaulay Culkin was paid $100,000 for his role, but the film grossed over $470 million worldwide. 18. Elf 2003. Forced perspective was used to make Buddy appear larger than the elves. The snowballs in the Central Park scene were made of CGI to avoid any injuries during filming. Will Ferrell ate real candy-covered spaghetti during the breakfast scene. The scenes in Gimbals were filmed in a vacant Macy's department store in New York. Buddy's 12-second burp was actually performed by a voiceover actor, Maurice LaMarche. 17. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1964. The stop-motion animation technique, Animagic, involved using puppets moved frame by frame to create the characters. The character of Rudolph was inspired by a 1939 Montgomery Ward department store promotion. Burl Ives recorded his narration in a single day, cementing his role as Sam the Snowman. Rudolph's original voice actor, Billy Mae Richards, was a woman despite Rudolph being a male character. The original Rudolph puppet was rediscovered decades later and sold at auction for over $350,000. 16. A Christmas Story, 1983. The leg lamp was custom designed for the movie and remains a cultural icon. The infamous triple dog dare tongue scene was achieved with a vacuum hidden in the pole to simulate the sticking effect. Ralphie's pink bunny suit was based on author Gene Shepard's childhood memory. The Red Ryder BB gun was chosen because it was a popular toy from the era, making it relatable to audiences in the 1980s and nostalgic for older viewers. 15. The Polar Express, 2004. Performance capture was used for all characters, including 6 roles by Tom Hanks, who played the conductor, Santa Claus, and the hero boy's father. The snowflakes were designed using actual microscopic photography for added realism. The film used pioneering motion capture technology to create its animation. The story is based on the beloved 1985 children's book by Chris Van Allsburg. The hero boy's house was based on his real childhood home. The train's screeching brakes were created using the sound of a rusty door hinge. 14. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 2000. Jim Carrey's Grinch costume involved extensive prosthetics made from yak hair. The Grinch's costume was very time-consuming to apply. Carrey underwent CIA torture training to endure the lengthy makeup application process daily. The Whoville set used forced perspective to create its quirky condensed look. Director Ron Howard donned a Grinch suit during filming to better understand Carrey's performance. 13. Miracle on 34th Street, 1947. The film's Macy's Thanksgiving Parade footage is entirely real and was shot during the 1946 parade. Maureen O'Hara insisted on filming in New York for authenticity, rejecting studio sets. The courtroom scene where Santa's existence is debated was inspired by real-life legal battles over public holiday traditions. This courtroom scene introduced the idea of Santa's existence being legally recognized. The original release coincided with summer, so it was marketed without any mention of Christmas to avoid confusing audiences. 12. The Santa Claus, 1994. The title of the movie is a play on words referencing a legal clause in Santa's contract. The original script was much darker, involving Tim Allen's character accidentally killing Santa with a gun. Tim Allen improvised many of Scott Calvin's sarcastic lines, giving the character more comedic depth. The reindeer in the movie were a mix of live animals and animatronics, with live animals flown to the set for the snowy scenes. 11. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. Over 400 heads were created for Jack Skellington to allow precise expressions. Tim Burton originally pitched the concept as a poem inspired by The Night Before Christmas. Danny Elfman not only composed the music but also provided Jack's singing voice. The movie was shot using stop-motion animation, with each second requiring 12 moves. 10. Frosty the Snowman, 1969. Jimmy Durante, a famous entertainer of the era, narrated the special. It was one of the first holiday specials to feature a celebrity narrator. The animation was inspired by the song Frosty the Snowman, which had been popular since 1950. The animation style was inspired by traditional Christmas card art. It was produced by Rankin Bass, known for their stop-motion specials like Rudolph. 9. A Charlie Brown Christmas, 1965. The iconic Christmas tree was inspired by a real scraggly tree the producer saw. The voices of the children were performed by real kids with no prior acting experience. The special's music by Vince Guaraldi Trio became one of the most iconic holiday soundtracks. The decision to include Linus quoting the Bible was groundbreaking for its time. CBS executives initially thought the special would fail due to its slow pace. Coca-Cola originally sponsored the special, influencing its production and script. 8. Arthur Christmas, 2011. The film took over 6 years to make due to the complex animation. Santa's high-tech sleigh, the S1, was designed to resemble a spaceship. Bill Nye voices Grand Santa, who steals the show with his humor and charm. The movie highlights the importance of every child receiving a gift, no matter how small. 7. Prancer, 1989. The reindeer used for Prancer was trained specifically to perform complex interactions. The movie was filmed in Three Oaks, Michigan, which transformed into a winter wonderland. The film highlights the theme of faith and belief, making it a touching holiday story. Jessica's character was inspired by the screenwriter's own childhood experiences. 6. A Boy Called Christmas, 2021. The film reimagines the origins of Santa Claus with a magical and heartwarming narrative. It's based on the best-selling book by Matt Haig, blending fantasy and Christmas traditions. Maggie Smith's role as the narrator adds a classic and enchanting touch to the story. The stunning visual effects bring the North Pole and its creatures to life. 5. Jack Frost, 1998. Michael Keaton learned how to play the harmonica for his role in the film. The snowman's design was created with a combination of animatronics and CGI effects. The film explores themes of loss, love, and second chances during the holidays.
George Clooney was originally supposed to play Jack Frost, but decamped to make Batman and Robin. I suppose it's arguable that this hideous snowman looks more like Clooney than Keaton.
4. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989. Chevy Chase actually injured his hand during the scene where he staples lights to the roof but continues filming without stopping. The squirrel in the Christmas tree scene was supposed to be real, but due to training issues, they used a trained animatronic squirrel instead. Clark's iconic mug with a moose head became a popular holiday item sold in stores. The movie's lighting setup required a specially rigged electric grid to simulate Clark's 25,000 Christmas lights without overloading the set's power. The Griswold house used in the film is located on the Warner Brothers lot and has appeared in multiple movies and TV shows, including Lethal Weapon. 3. White Christmas, 1954. Bing Crosby's White Christmas was already a hit, having debuted in Holiday Inn in 1942. His performance of White Christmas helped the film become the highest-grossing musical of its time. The famous Sisters scene was mostly improvised by Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, who couldn't stop laughing during filming. Vera Allen, who played Judy Haynes, didn't actually sing in the film. Her singing voice was dubbed by Trudy Stevens. The snow in the movie was made of asbestos, a common but dangerous practice in Hollywood during the era. 2. The Muppet Christmas Carol, 1992. Michael Caine insisted on playing Scrooge completely straight, as if in a serious drama. The movie features original songs written by Oscar-winning songwriter Paul Williams. The Ghost of Christmas Past was a puppet filmed underwater for a floating effect. It was the first major Muppet project after Jim Henson's passing, directed by his son. 1. Scrooged, 1988. Bill Murray improvised much of his dialogue throughout the movie. The film's script went through many rewrites, leading to tension on set. The Ghost of Christmas Past was performed by David Johansen, lead singer of the New York Dolls. Carol Kane, as the Ghost of Christmas Present, accidentally injured Murray during a scene. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know which movie was your favorite. If we missed your top pick, drop it in the comments. It might just star in a future video. Thank you for watching.